Hello friends, I'm very pleased to show you some of my home pets, and these are bumblebees. These are bumblebees sitting in the cage. So today we have stream from the cage with bumblebees. Not only with bumblebees but also with queen ant. Yes, very small creature which is crawling inside the cage. This is ant, but not just simple ant, this is a queen. You see the smallest one here. This is not bumblebee, this is a queen of ant. She is grooming, she was flying. She just came inside my apartment, inside my kitchen. So I got it just to show you the differences between different hymenopterans and their relativeness. So they are relatives. Bumblebees, ants, bees, ants, wasps, sawflies, they're relatives. They're belonging to the order Hymenoptera. So that's why you can see here queen ant and drones, bumblebees. Why they're drones? You say, why they're drones? Because here there are some drones. Yes, surprisingly, I have here small workers and big drones. Drones were not so different like in honeybees, but they are still different, especially if they are not biting. Yes, they are not stinging, to be precise. They have mandibles, but they are not biting, but they have no sting. Drones or bumblebees, they have no sting. And what is the difference in their morphological appearance for bumblebees? Drones of bumblebees, they have elongated abdomen and also very important, elongated antennae and also very important, hairy hind legs. Tibia without scopula, without shining scopula, because drones or bumblebees, they do not collect pollen, so they just need only for mating with queen. So that's why they do not bring pollen, they do not bring nectar, they're just flying around near the bumblebee nest for mating with queen. But if no queen, they still coming back to the bumblebee nest for night and then come back again to flowers, because they should mate with queens of bumblebees outside of a nest. And the most important feature of their biology, they are not hurry up. They do not hurry up. So they're very lazy on flowers. If you can observe some bumblebees which are crowding on flowers and very lazy, not hurry up, so you can be surprised why this bumblebee is not so active. Maybe she is ill. No, she is not, because she is not she, because this is probably male. Male of bumblebee, which is drone, is not so active like worker, which is always in a hurry, collecting pollen and collecting nectar. So that's why drones or bumblebees can be crowding slowly on flowers, can be crowding slowly a little bit on petals, feeding slowly, and of course they are not stinging. But be careful, because it's very easy to miss drones, bumblebee and worker. It looks very similar if you are not experienced, if you are not very observative, if you cannot recognize the difference between length of antenna and shape of hind legs. You can think, this is a bumblebee drone and catch bumblebee with fingers. Don't do it, please, because normal, very common worker of bumblebee can sting. Usually bumblebees are very polite, very docile, they are not aggressive, but still if you touch bumblebee with fingers, bumblebee can sting. This one wanted to escape, but I put it back. I gave a piece of paper with Sorry, I touched screen. My voice was off. I gave for bumblebees a piece of paper with honey. Yes, hello, these are cute bumblebees. Yes, I'm translating this video from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. I gave a little bit water with honey for my bumblebees, so we're happy about it. So we found it's very attractive. I can give a little bit more. Do you like bumblebees? I hope so. You see, I gave more. I said that bumblebees have very good, very well developed proboscis, so we can feed nectar from very long flowers, and now we are feeding and very happy about it because it was a hot day, so we were sitting inside the cage, so we need some water, we need some nectar. And I have here also queen of ant, so this smallest one is coming here. This is a queen of ant. Yes, also like to have honey. So you see we are both feeding on honey. The smallest, this is an ant queen, but with wings, maybe queen didn't mate during swarming this time, but she came just on light to my kitchen. So that's why I put this tiny, very tiny ant queen here in cage to show you the difference between ant and bumblebee. But ant and bumblebee, we have a lot of similar features, similar morphological characters, because we belong into the order Hymenoptera. It's Hymenopterans, we are relatives. Bees, bumblebees, wasps, parasitic wasps, phytophagous wasps, parasitoids, sawflies, ants, they're all relatives belonging to Hymenoptera. Here the smallest, we have the smallest in the central part, where this is the smallest worker, which is still very small, this one. The ground bumblebee, Bombus terrestris. And this one with red tip of abdomen, this is Bombus lapidarius. Bombus lapidarius, second species. Here we have two species of bumblebees. And I have here workers, this small one is a worker, big one, this one big. Also worker, and here this big one with very long abdomen and long antennae, this is a male. Why I said male? Because I have seen how he is grooming, and he showed me the tip of his abdomen with genitalia. So this male has no sting, because males they have no sting. So this is a drone. male of bumblebee. Males of wasps, male of bumblebees, males of bees, they have no stings, they are not stinging. Surprisingly, we have not too many bumblebees now, but actually we don't have too many flowers as well, because it was very hot days in July. Not so many flowers, all flowers nearly have been destroyed because of this hot weather, because of red heat, not too many water. It didn't take time for many people to take care about flowers, so all flowers have been drying very quickly, but still some flowers are on bloom. Just little bit you can recognize here some wild flowers like this one flower of Linaria vulgaris, which is very common wild species and very useful for feeding bumblebees. Bumblebees like this flower very much because it needs to have very long proboscis for feeding, for taking nectar from these flowers. I collected these bumblebees at evening time, so not when it was not so hot, but we were still on flowers after sunset. So we were crowding very slowly, because here I have, I guess, 2 males, 2 drones, and drones are not so active on flowers, and in many cases we're sleeping on flowers. So we're very careful, we do not return back to bumblebee nest in many cases, but we can still sleep on flowers and feel themselves very well. Of course, they're helpless because they do not sting, but still, for them flower is kind of refuge during night time, evening and night time. Because in summertime not too many rain, so we can sleep on flowers as well. So they're feeding very well, and you can recognize here this Bombus lapidarius, Latin name Bombus lapidarius, with black one with red, and this Bombus lapidarius as well. Two individuals of Bombus lapidarius. And I guess this one is worker female, and this one is male. And also the same, I have 3 individuals of Bombus terrestris or ground bumblebee, and 2 of them also not workers but just males. It's quite easy to check it, just if you keep it in fingers. We can try to sting. I still didn't try it, but maybe I can check it one day and show you how it look like if I keep them in fingers. Now it's a little bit late. I don't want to take them because they can escape very easily. Some people are coming to our stream probably from other countries. You can write what is your home country. I can observe here some small ants, probably they came from the body of bumblebees, small tiny ants. So it's quite possible that some ants are moving from one nest to another nest on the body of bumblebees. And this is a queen ant, very, very fast. So we fed very well, I guess. So now we're happy. We're grooming, because grooming is very important. Just grooming is cleaning body, cleaning antenna, cleaning wings. This is important procedure for all bees and bumblebees, to clean chemoreceptors for chemical communication with antenna and with chemical signals. And also for flight, to clean body and clean wings. It's very important, grooming activity. And you can recognize how different bumblebee in their size. The smallest is worker. Here the smallest one, which has the same size like honeybee, pretty small. Bombus lapidarus is bigger, and this one is the biggest one, twice bigger. And actually this is not the biggest size, because biggest size will be nearly twice bigger than the biggest here. The biggest will be queen. Queen should appear very soon. Queens usually appear in late August, but now July was very hot with extreme heat over 30 Celsius degree, 35 Celsius degree, 36 even in Kyiv in central part of Ukraine. So I can expect that queens will come much earlier and in very small number, because we didn't have enough food for reproduction, so maybe very few queens will can emerge in bumblebee's nest. Not many bumblebees can survive this extreme heat. Without flowers, without food, they can die for sure. They can reproduce only males in some numbers, only few workers. Maybe these tiny workers can help for colony to survive, but who knows. Still, number of bumblebees is very small, even in some places with limited flowers. A couple of years ago, number of bumblebees were much higher. Do you like bumblebees? Write in your comments. Write in your comments, do you like bumblebees? Write in comments what is your home country. It's quite interesting to know. It's kind of feedback. What is your home country? This plant is Linaria. And this is a piece of paper with honey. Yes, we fed a little bit. Now became more active. We're observing two species, Bombus lapidarius and Bombus terrestris, ground bee, bumblebee, and stone bumblebee. Bombus lapidarius with red abdomen, and Bombus terrestris with white and yellow strips on abdomen, and one very tiny ant. Queen ant. For sure it's quite more interesting to observe bumblebees inside the nest, but for that it needs to have a nest. It's quite difficult to keep the nest in artificial conditions with special window for observation. It needs to have very careful nest for special observation bumblebee nest. Yes, it's quite possible, it's quite easy to manage observational bumblebee nest. For that you need to collect bumblebee nest somewhere. If you can find it, you can move it to a special wooden box, one by one, put all structure, all tiny cells with brood, and most important to take queen from the nest, because she is just the heart of a colony. She is creating the colony, she is making pheromone contacts with all specimens inside the colony, and she is producing eggs, she is producing larvae. So that's why if you find colony, you can move it to artificial bumblebee nest for observation. It's quite easy because bumblebee is not so aggressive like hornets and wasps, or just honeybees. They're very cute. But it's possible to transfer them and make a window on the top, like a roof done by with glass. You transfer them to the wooden box with glassy roof. Glassy roof can contain from two pieces of glass. So you can move it, and you can close it with a wooden box with a wooden roof, so to make darkness inside the nest, because nest must be dark inside, definitely. But from time to time you can open the nest, just observe it inside through the window, and to search for some changes in bumblebee nest. Or you can add little bit food for bumblebees. What kind of food? You can add some pollen. Don't need to give them too many honey or just pieces of cotton with honey. Not at all. They don't need it. They can collect it. Most important, just to give them a little bit more pollen for development of colony. For growing colony, they need pollen. Honey, we can collect it easily, but pollen is most important for development of colony. Just honeybee pollen will be very good for giving them. But if you want to breed bumblebees, it's slightly difficult. It needs some skills, it needs some knowledge, and of course it's possible, but it needs to make some experiments. Experience will give you some experience. Experiments will give you experience, for sure. Some work with bumblebees, some observations can help you to create more convenient bumblebee nest in the springtime. Now it's too late. Now you can transfer only the bumblebee nest altogether from the natural conditions, from natural environment, inside artificial bumblebee nest like bird's nest. We can live inside the bird nest as well, but in bird's nest we can be easily penetrated by birds. Some birds can take them easily and can feed on them. So that's why the entrance to bumblebee nest might be not very big one. But it's quite nice to keep bumblebee nest somewhere in a garden and make observations for them, because they are very careful. They are very cute and not aggressive. Сегодня мы показываем шмелей, больших и маленьких. Здесь находится два вида шмелей. Один называется каменный шмель с красным хвостиком, красным кончиком брюшка. И вот крупный, это называется Bombus terrestris, земляной шмель, самый обычный, которого разводят даже для коммерческих целей, для продажи, для применения в теплицах, для опыления. Потому что шмелей разводят не просто для наблюдений в научных лабораториях, а для их выпуска вместе с маленьким шмелиным ульем, бомбидарием, в теплице для опыления томатов, огурцов, перцев, других тепличных культур, тыкву, потому что они прекрасные опылители и очень спокойные, не агрессивные. Потому что при применении в теплицах обычных пчелы очень сильно раздражаются от сильной жары, от влажности, от того, что ходят рядом люди, и иногда кусают работников теплицы, жалят работников теплицы. А шмели, они очень спокойные, даже если они сталкиваются с людьми. Шмель отлетает, делает круг, запоминает место, откуда он вылетел, и удирает. Шмель не атакует, будучи потревоженным на цветке. Даже в теплицах, где очень жарко, им хватает места для сбора пыльцы и нектара и для развития своей колонии. Поэтому они прекрасные опылители, применяемые в теплицах. Здесь у нас есть шмели, самцы и самки, потому что самцы — это трутни шмелей, которые уже появились. Они здесь вот имеются с удлиненными антеннами, и они немножко отличаются от рабочих особей, которые являются самками. Рабочие особи самки имеют зеркальце на задних ножках, так называемой скопули, на которой они прикрепляют пыльцу или обножку при сборе пыльцы. А самец не имеет такого зеркальца. Вот сейчас как раз чухается самец, чистится самец бомбуса лапидариуса, у которого задние ножки очень хорошо опушенные. Они не имеют зеркальца. Самцы не собирают пыльцу. Не собирают пыльцу. Они имеют мужской половой аппарат. И они вылетают для спаривания с нововышедшими самками, новыми королевами. Но часто бывает, что королев нет еще. Поэтому на цветах летают только самцы. Королевы еще не появились, не вылупились. Из ячеек, может быть, их мало, может быть, они погибли, может быть, довольно совсем мало. К тому же, сразу после спаривания обычно, что удивительно, вылетевшие самки нового поколения, развившиеся в этом году, сразу после спаривания, которое происходит на цветах, на почве, на растениях, с самцом, самки сразу же закапываются в почву для того, чтобы перезимовать в земле в маленькой неглубокой норке. Поэтому они не летают уже просто так по цветам, уже не подпитываются. Сразу после спаривания, чтобы сэкономить энергию, найти хорошее убежище. После спаривания оплодотворенные самки обычно сразу же ищут себе место для зимовки. Даже несмотря на жаркую погоду или дождливую погоду. Ну, дождливые они не вылетают. А в жаркую сухую погоду срочно надо спрятаться, сделать норку и в ней уже перезимовать. Может быть, под укрытием, под камнем, под какой-то полостью, куда не попадет вода, где не будет слишком много снега, льда, где удастся перезимовать, успешно пережить осень, зиму, весну, и только в начале весны вывестись самкам на следующий год. Usually we can observe on flowers more drones rather than queens, because number of queens is very limited. Not so many of them can survive because of so extreme temperature this June, July. And also just emerged queens, they just need to find partner for mating, and just emerged queens of bumblebees, they quickly stop flying. They immediately searching for refuge, for hibernation. After mating, queens making kind of a small hole in the ground, underground, hiding there and sleeping during the autumn, winter and springtime. Heavy time for them to survive during the rainy autumn, rainy and snowy winter, and rainy spring as well. Queens must survive during this more than 6 months. What is your home country, GB? Can you recognize here what we have here? 2 species of bumblebees. One species with yellow and white stripes on abdomen, and one species with red abdomen, red stripe on abdomen. So you see, one species Bombus lapidarius. Here 2 specimens, 2 individuals, and one species Bombus terrestris. If someone from foreign country coming to our stream, you can write what is your home country. If you are from Ukraine, you can write what is your home city. Because this is translation from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. This is by the way midnight, not so hot, but I decided to make a little bit fun for some people to show bumblebees and tiny ant. This is ant queen. Don't worry that we are fighting. No, we are not fighting, we are just trying to escape. We are just searching for small crevices to come out, but it's night time, so it's not good to release them to the nature at night time, because they can be lost very easily, can die somewhere on the ground. Better to release them morning time. And in the morning time we can find a way home to the bumblebee's nest. At least workers can find the way, but males or drones, maybe even males, they will not come into their home nest. Drones were not intended sometimes to come back home. Here at Bombus lapidarius, 2 specimens with red tip of body, with red tip of abdomen. Greetings to our viewers from other countries. Because we are watching this video from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. bumblebees became happy and flying very well after feeding with honey. So now they are well fed. Our bumblebees are still very funny, active, trying to fly, trying to escape. They're crawling around. They're fed with honey and water, so that's why they're very active. And of course they're irritated by light. Strong light is irritating for them, so they're trying to escape. This was a short stream about bumblebees in the cage, about two species of bumblebees, Bombus lapidarius and Bombus terrestris, round bumblebee and stony bumblebee. This was a stream about bumblebees from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Thank you for your interest and curiosity in insects, in bumblebees and honeybees as well. If it was funny for you, join my channel, subscribe to my channel, or visit my Patreon page for donations, or visit my Buy Me Coffee for donations. New lectures and streams about insects are coming very soon. And don't forget, as I say, stand with Ukraine, support Ukraine, help Ukraine, and Ukraine will win. Thank you for support. See you soon on my channel, as subscriber and as a sponsor. Thank you for donation. Thank you for support. Best greetings from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Bye bye.